we supposed to have 1,000,000 cases a year? Did we have 1,000? Did we have 10,000? No. And then it really surprised me because when Clarence Thomas, his confirmation hearing for Supreme Justice, and Anita Hill was testifying about his credentials with the EEOC and how he dismantled the EEOC and how the people that were working for cases that go to court were dismissed and fired and harassed and whatever. She was the one that said all this. I said to myself, good God, it's finally coming out the truth. Somebody's speaking the truth about what's going on with civil rights besides myself. You didn't believe her. There was no follow-up. There was no investigation. And that man became Supreme Justice. And look at what he says today about blacks. He says, the Supreme Justice, Clarence Thomas, that we were better off in slavery than we are today because of civil rights, what it's done for us, what it hasn't done for us, what it's done to us. It's done to us because there was no enforcement. But that's getting into another story. I want to get back on track with the fact of what I had done. If I wouldn't have wrote to President Jimmy Carter to actually get my right to sue, I would have never found out about the human relations and what they were doing. If I wouldn't have got fired from Bethlehem Steel, when I did, I wouldn't have been able to show the state what was going on. It really blew these people's mind over there. Because when I came and I said that I got 150 warning slips in that period of 3 years and 7 months, they all thought I was crazy. They didn't believe me. But then, within a month, it wasn't even a month later, I got called back to work and got fired again. Then called back to work and fired again, called back to work and fired 4 times. This gentleman called me over and said, Mr. Wessler, I would like to, because we did background, and there's never been anybody who's been fired from the same job 4 times in less than 4 months and 1 quarter. There hasn't been nobody that's ever gotten 150 warnings, such and that many verbal warnings. I would have put your name into the Guinness Book of Records. And I told him, no, I ain't got time for that. I'm dealing with this. And this is all I want. I want to resolve it. I don't want to expose you for this or for that. That goes where it gotta go. Gotta take care of this. That's all I want is for God to help me close this, and get justice. They destroyed my life. They tried to destroy me. When Jesse did that to me, I had seizures. Every time I would think about it, blow my mind. And I used to always pray for these people. I couldn't keep anger because there's too much to deal with. Mind-blowing fact of what they were doing to me, letting on, getting angry about it, not turning me loose. So I was always praying for them. Even when I left Williamsburg, I prayed for these people. Even although I was gone, that's all I did, is pray for them. And God helped me because I helped them, praying for them. I didn't wish anger or curse on them. No. So that's what I want. I want justice. I want closure to this situation. And when it comes to the situation in federal district court, here's one of the things that Jesse did to me. When he was back in, I don't know, it's 88 or whatever, but when he was in California and running for president, California put him over the top, and they were having a victory celebration in LA. Me and my twin brother drove down to San Diego at one of his campaign headquarters, and we were passing out flyers and briefs on different things in front of his campaign headquarters. And one of the representatives came out. We gave them one. They went ready, called Jesse, and told Jesse what was going on. Jesse told them to tell me to come down to his hotel, and he would call me up when we would talk and see if we could resolve this. This was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon when we got there, and we went to the steps of this hotel. It's the only hotel that you could go from San Diego and drive all the way to through to LA. They say one street and ends up in front of this street ends right in front of this hotel. And we were at the steps, and I told him to him, brother, when we go in here, well, I don't want you to eat nothing. I don't want you, only thing we're going to do is drink water. So we're going to do, and then we're going to, and we didn't eat breakfast or anything. But anyway, to make a long story short, Jesse was supposed to come down. He was supposed to come down. It was 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4. He was supposed to be on the evening news to, that's what this celebration was all about. So they get this here, and his speech on the evening news. And it wasn't until 6 o'clock, I sending messages upstairs all this time, and they kept saying, well, there's a holdup. It wasn't until almost, I think 12 o'clock at night. It was after 11, I do believe, that he finally came down. And then he tried to set me and my brother up with the security people. That's a long story. But they separated us, pulled us over, and was threatening us. And I told him, you call the police. If you don't call the police, you will leave my brother go and leave me go, because you don't have no reason for doing this. And if you do call the police, I'll be glad to go to jail and explain my story. So please call them. Either way, I'm going to be satisfied. If you let us go, we didn't do nothing. I'll be satisfied with that. If you don't let us go, and the police come, I'll be satisfied. Tell my story. So they got to call on the walkie-talkie, let them go, let them go, let them go. And we were going down the steps, and they were giving directions. Well, who should we tell the police if they went this way or that way? And my brother said, are you telling them? I said, okay, I don't know. We got in the car, we drove, and we cheap gas, and police were riding all over the place. And Joe said, is that for us? I said, probably is. I said, I'm not worried about it. We got in the car, and we were talking, we were so zoning out with just what happened. We went the wrong way. Instead of going back to Tucson east, we went west, and we were driving all this time. And next thing I know, we ended up at the Golden Gate Bridge, and we had to do a U and come back. But that was God's way of saving us, because if we went the other way, sure enough, would have picked us up. And some green charge they'd probably put on us, or threatening or whatever. He knew none of that was true. But, and my inner voice said, I told you not to go, it wasn't time. But, yeah, I was saved. So it wasn't until 4 years later, like I said, in 2009, I sent that DVD to Barack Obama. And I remember hearing his State of the Union address when he made that announcement. And I'll tell you the truth, it goes farther. In September the 6th, I sent Barack Obama another DVD telling him I was going for closure. I basically, I was doing what I'm going to do now, what you're seeing being done. And I told him that my case was not resolved. Nobody went to jail for all the violation and all the illegal things that were done to me. And even this business about them listing me as a felon, nobody got to the bottom of that there. And I said, so I'm going to go for closure. And he received that September the 6th. On September the 9th of 2013, the gentleman that was ahead was the CEO and president of the NAACP. 3 days later, after I sent my DVD to Barack Obama, stepped down, resigned, and news media people wouldn't know the reason. Nobody knew what the reason was. Nobody said anything. He just resigned. That's why he resigned. So 40 years later, I can call and get a civil rights law written charter taken from the NAACP and a commission out of the White House. Yeah. And then 44 years later, 4 years after that, sent and had my DVD, and he gets it, and then 3 days later, bingo. The president of the NAACP CEO steps down. I want closure in the court of public opinion. These are my deeds. It's the deeds that measure a man. It's the deeds. Match hers against mine, against anything. Match him against mine. So I don't want this to go too long. I'm just telling you, if you could write to anybody that deals with injustice and miscarriage of justice, this should be justice for all. This, and another thing, dear Uncle Mama, when all these people found out that he was going to sign that civil rights law in the commission, the harassment came to the extent to where they came out to war board to show discrimination. Yeah, because they thought that they would use that law against them, because he told everybody.